Hi, welcome to Oceanology 2. This is Miss Pat from the Franklin Park Library. Some of you might have been with us when we had Oceanology 1. However, we've got more going on with Oceanology 2. We're going to learn about different sea mammals through the book, the Sea Mammal Alphabet Book. Do you think there's a sea mammal that begins with every letter? Let's see if that is true. A is for the Atlantic spotted dolphin. Dolphins are usually one or two colors, mostly gray. The Atlantic spotted dolphin has spots. Dolphins communicate with each other with clicks, squeaks, and whistles. A sea mammal lives in the ocean and needs air to breathe. B is for blue whale. This is not only the largest sea mammal, it is the largest animal on Earth. Its tongue weighs as much as an elephant. Blue whales are larger and heavier than any dinosaur that ever lived. When a blue whale exhales, its blow can reach as high as 30 feet. The study of whales, dolphins, and porpoises is called cetology. Whales are in a group of mammals called cetaceans. There are two groups of cetaceans between whales and toothed whales. Blue whales are baleen whales. They have no teeth. Blue whales take in a big mouthful of water and filter it out through the screen-like baleen, leaving food for them to eat. C is for crab-eater seal. What a silly name. It doesn't eat crabs. Crab-eater seals eat krill by straining seawater between their interlocking teeth. Krill are small shrimp-like sea creatures. Seals are in a group of animals called pinnipeds, which means winged feet. Seals don't have arms or legs. They have foreflippers and hind flippers. D is for duggan. A duggan is a sea cow. They have flat teeth. They are herbivores that love to munch on seagrass, seaweed, and other vegetation. Duggans live in the tropical, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They have a V-shaped tail. Duggans have a cousin, manatees. Manatees are sea cows that live in the tropical areas of the Atlantic Oceans. Manatees have paddle-shaped tail. Manatees swim up rivers and can also live in fresh water. E is for elephant seal. Elephant seals are the largest and heaviest of the seals. They are bigger than walruses. Baby seals are called pups, but a baby elephant seal is called a wiener. F is for fin whale. Fin whales are so fast they are called the greyhounds of the sea. They are often on the move and are the second sea mammal after the blue whale. In whaling days, whaling ships had a hard time trying to catch up with a fin whale. There are so many different kinds of whales. And here's another whale. G is for gray whale. A baby whale is called a calf. Whales care for their young. Whales usually have one baby at a time. Twins are rare. The calves usually stay with their mothers for 1 year. Scars on gray whales are usually from killer whale or the great white shark attacks. H is for humpback whale. Humpback whales have long-sided fins that are shaped like wings. When humpbacks are cruising, they seem to be flying through the ocean. The humpback whale is about to breach. When a whale jumps out of the water, it is called breaching. Usually there is a loud splash. I is for ice bear. Ice bear is another name for polar bear. A polar bear is a sea mammal. It lives on the sea, the frozen Arctic Sea. Its paws are slightly webbed and are wide like paddles. It is an excellent swimmer. Polar bears love to eat fish and seals and sometimes walruses. Ice bears and Arctic foxes have been known to chum around together. The bear eats the blubber and leaves some of the meat for its buddy, the fox. J is for Juan Fernandez spur seal. This small seal lives on the Juan Fernandez Islands off the coast of Chile. It was once heavily hunted for its beautiful fur. The dolphin and whales do not have external ears. Not all seals have external ears, but this one does. How are you like a seal? Seals have 5 fingers and 5 toes inside those web flippers. K is for killer whale. Killer whales are also called orcas. Orcas are the largest of all dolphins. They are easy to recognize because they are white and black. The male has the tallest dorsal fin of any sea creature. L is for leopard seal. Leopard seals live in Antarctica. Leopard seals have powerful jaws. Leopard is a good name for these toothy predators. They eat fish and shellfish, but prefer a warm-blooded meal. Watch out, penguins. Leopard seals would love to eat you. M is for melon head. Beluga whales are sometimes called melon heads because of their bulb-like head, which are shaped like melons. Beluga whales make so many different sounds and songs that they're also known as sea canaries. N is for nutria. Wait, a nutria is a South American river rodent, which is not a sea mammal. No rats allowed in this book. Let's see if we can find a sea mammal that begins with the letter N. You might find one later in the book. N could also have been for New Zealand fur seal. O is for otter. River otters live in freshwater lakes, ponds, and rivers. They are aquatic animals, not sea mammals. Baby otters are called kits. And then there are sea otters. Sea otters are some of the cutest creatures in the ocean. People love to watch them. They have the thickest fur of any mammal, almost 1 million hairs per square inch. Sea otters are known for using a rock as a tool, floating on their backs, and smashing crabs and clams to eat. They eat starfish too. P is for pilot whale. Pilot whales are usually seen in huge numbers. A group of fish is called a school. A group of whales is called a pod. Pilot whales travel in huge pods. When pilot whales ground themselves in large numbers, it's called a mass stranding. No one knows why they do it. Q is for question. We could not find a sea mammal that begins with Q, so we'll ask a question. What is the difference between dolphins and porpoises? Dolphins are larger and porpoises are smaller. Dolphins have a pointed head, porpoises have a round head. Dolphins have taller, curved dorsal fins. Porpoises have short dorsal fins. Wait, we found a Q. A narwhal is called a quilagua tugalik in an Inuit language. R is for Risso's dolphin. This dolphin is a light color and is covered with scrape marks. When it sticks its head out of the water to look around, that is called spy hopping. When dolphins turn around and around, that is called spinning. Maybe someday you will see a spinning, spy hopping dolphin. S is for sperm whale. These whales look like a giant square head with a tail. Sperm whales are the largest toothed whales. They are unusual because they have teeth, but only on the lower jaw. Sperm whales can stay underwater for longer than an hour. They can dive a mile looking for their favorite food, giant squid. T is for Tucuxi. These are small American dolphins that live around the Amazon River. Tucuxi are comfortable swimming in 3 different types of water: coastal oceans, which are saltwater, rivers, which are freshwater, and estuaries, which are brackish water. Brackish water is part salt and part freshwater. An estuary is where an ocean meets a river. No sea creatures like polluted water. U is for unicorn. There is no such thing as a mythical unicorn, but a narwhal is considered to be an ocean unicorn. Narwhals live in the freezing cold Arctic water. Narwhals have no dorsal fin. The narwhal's tusk is actually a tooth that grows long and spiraled. Hey, we found another sea mammal that begins with the letter N. V is for vaquita. The small porpoise is rare. It only lives in the northern area of the Gulf of California. It is also called a cochita, a Gulf porpoise, and the Gulf of California porpoise. The word vaquita means little cow. W is for walrus. W could also be for its thick whiskers. Walrus has 2 tusks, which they use as tools. Tusks act like ice picks to pull walrus up on ice floes. They can be used for protection and to help dig out mussels and clams, their favorite foods. We can't find a sea mammal that begins with X. We looked in the library, we searched the internet, libraries, bookstores, and aquariums. We looked everywhere, but couldn't find one that begins with the letter X. We asked a teacher, a scientist, and a marine biologist. We even asked my mom. We could not find an X. The closest we came was Arnox's beaked whale. It is a rare whale which is hardly ever seen. It swims in the ocean near the South Pole. Y is for the Yangtze River dolphin. It is also called a Chinese dolphin or a baihai. Where are you? Where'd you go? It's a sad story. Recent explorations on China's Yangtze and Qingtangling rivers did not find even one of these small freshwater dolphins. Dams, pollution, overfishing, and boat propellers may have led to their extinction. Z is for Ziphius. People call it a goose-beaked whale or Cuvier's beak whale. Scientists call it Ziphius. Beaked whales are rare and mysterious. No one really knows much about them. The Ziphius and other beaked whales avoid people whenever they can. Some humans love to go scuba diving, snorkeling, fishing, lobstering, shrimping, crabbing, clamming, surfing, rowing, kayaking, sailing, and boating. Maybe they should be considered sea mammals too. As a general rule, people should stay clear of wild animals. Hope you enjoyed the information we just shared with you and that you learned about a few more sea mammals. Try drawing your favorite sea mammal. When you finish, bring it to the library and share it with us. We'd love to see your creations. I like the narwhal. Speaking of the narwhal, I'm going to share a story with you called The Lost Narwhal by Tori McGee. In the frigid Arctic Ocean, deep beneath its icy shell, lives a great majestic creature who goes by the name of Mel. Mel is a playful narwhal with a pointy spiral tusk. All day long he chases fish, diving from dawn to dusk. Mel and the other narwhals have friendly sing-alongs. As they explore the Arctic Circle, they sing lots of narwhal songs. They sing songs of friendship, making up tunes as they go. They whistle spirited melodies, putting on a joyful show. Early in the morning, before anyone's around, Mel often wanders solo to nearby Lancaster Sound. One is roaming on an adventure all alone. He finds he's lost his way 2,000 miles from home. Mel gets himself all turned around. Darkness falls, and the moon's just a sliver. Realizing he won't make it home for the night, he settles in on the St. Lawrence River. While traveling the area searching for delicious cod, he spots something downriver. It's a great beluga pod. Mel stays off in the distance, far too nervous to approach them. What would these new whales think? Would they even bother with him? Soon, one member of the pod observes Mel's shy demeanor. Being an outgoing whale, she decides to be the greeter. "Hi, my name is Penny," she says with a sweet smile. "It seems you're far from home. Come swim with us a while." Mel follows Penny to her friends, joining the beluga pod. As they glide on down the river, Mel feels a little odd. Mel notices he's different from this new beluga crew. Still, he tags along beside them, doing what the others do. The belugas also sing songs, just like Mel's narwhal herd. But these are all new jingles, and Mel doesn't know a word. "I used to sing all sorts of songs," this thought to Mel occurred. "I want to join and sing along, but I'm feeling quite awkward." Mel confides in Penny that he's feeling out of place. He thought he might just blend in, but that is not the case. It's clear that he looks different, even though he fits in well. Penny understands the songs are just part of what's troubling Mel. "Don't worry, Mel," says Penny. "I'll help you find the beat. And as for being different, I think that's what makes you neat." Every day, Mel and Penny practice singing a new song. Mel's grateful that she's patient when he gets the words all wrong. Each night when they finish, Mel hums a narwhal tune. It comforts him to think of home beneath the bright blue moon. One day while swimming with the group, Mel hears a familiar rhythm. It's the narwhal song he sings. They've learned to sing it with him. The belugas are like family. Mel feels comfortable with them. When the whales all get together, Mel the narwhal fits right in. But as weeks turn into months, Mel just can't forget his home. He wonders when he'll see his friends in the ocean where they roam. Penny says she'll search with Mel to find his narwhal crew. But what the pair doesn't know is that his friends are searching too. The narwhals journey south. They have a long-lost friend to find. Mel and Penny head north to find the home Mel left behind. About halfway between both homes, Mel spots a familiar mate. "Penny, look, my friends," he said, "somewhere in the Davis Strait." The time has come to say goodbye. Their journey is at its end. Mel didn't know when he set out what he'd learned from his new friend. Mel learned a lesson in confidence, being comfortable in his skin. He also learned that standing out doesn't keep you from fitting in. They each returned back to their homes 2,000 miles apart. Though divided by their distance, they're in each other's heart. The end. That was a sweet story, and glad the narwhal found his home and a new friend. Don't forget to visit us online for information about upcoming